I'm Chase.
And I'm Timothy.
And this is Customer Service.
Good morning, Vietnam. We're back. This is part 2. Is it okay if I number them? We'll put them out sequentially. This is part 2. This is part 2 of questions that we sourced via the Discord. Timothy put out a question last night, and a lot of you guys weighed in, so thank you a lot for that. That's actually legitimately very helpful. As fun as it is for he and I to bullshit and to do this bit that we do, which we're going to do regardless, it's nice to have pointed things to talk about that are specifically to the people listening to the pod, because it's for y'all anyway. So, good morning, Vietnam. How are we doing?
Just fine. Talking a lot today.
Been talking a lot today, but it's been good. It's been good.
We feel great.
Yeah, we took a little pause. We're on another cup of coffee. Timothy is drinking a Hoplark, which is, I'd like to point out, not an NA beer. It is a seltzer that has hops flavor.
Yeah, it's like
hops in it.
Essence of
the
hops.
essence of hops. Cole turned me on to this shit. It's a Boulder-based company, which is tight. Hoplark. So anyone out there, if you like IPAs or you like beer in general, and like there's this NA thing that's happening, which I am for as well. But there's something very refreshing about this, which is just think a LaCroix beer flavored. Absolutely rules. If they're by you, it's worth every cent.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Timbo's drinking it.
It tastes like an IPA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's nothing in it. And that's nice.
It doesn't hurt your belly or give you a headache or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I mean, that's really the problem with alcohol. I like the flavors. I don't always like feeling like garbage. I like feeling good in the moment.
Yeah.
It affects me like, it's like my window between when it's going to affect me. It used to be like 8 hours, and now it's like 1.5 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. Listen, as fun as it is to catch a buzz with the boys, you know, at
I
32,
disagree. I like to have martinis with the girls exclusively, but sure.
See, I'd love it if me and a couple buddies were in the sun in the yard and just drinking beers. I
like to be
shit.
indoors with dirty martinis, gossiping relentlessly.
It's so funny.
Online bullying people.
It's so funny because you're seeing in real time the true dichotomy of Timothy and I. And while we relate in so many other ways, there are so many ways in which we could not be more dissimilar. But yeah, it rules. But nonetheless, at 32, having some beers with the boys in the yard feels like shit. You know what I mean? Well,
it's fine. It's just you like go home and then you're like, oh my God, I'm feeling hungover, and it's been the 20-minute drive from there to there.
Like I got my ass beat, dude.
So I just can't do it.
Yeah. So, but nonetheless, here we are, Hoplark rules. We're back with part 2. First one was hot takes. So these were things that people were sharing their opinions. We're more or less responding to, saying if we agree, or don't agree. Also, as a quick pause, in part 1, we saw the gift that Timothy got me. I've already thrown it on. I've already thrown it in the Discord.
Perfect.
Very sick. My football man.
It's honestly
my football man.
I'm so fucking stoked. So shout out Timothy. That was a very nice thing for him to do. It's like you said, if he's going to dunk on me for the football, which I'm here for and I love. Showed a little love in the way that he does.
In my mind, I bought myself some extra yardage.
Yeah.
You like that?
I do.
Caught a dub today with you.
He caught a dub today with old cheddar pie. So yes. So here we are. It's been a good day. We took a little break, as we said, had some olives. I got myself a little cinnamon coffee cake. Cole, you crushed a burrito.
Oh,
I had
so
some
good.
hummus too.
Oh yeah, Timbo had some hummus.
Oh,
love it. So
yeah.
I do think though, I know
if you go to a party, like it's an adults party, not like a key party. I'm talking about like a
key party.
Like you're gonna all hook up, so you put the keys in.
It's like a swinger party,
You know what's the deal? You put the keys in, and then you pick the keys, and whoever's keys you got, that's who you hook up with.
Oh.
I think that's one way to do it, probably. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been to one, so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot of ways to do these things.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways.
And I'm talking about like you go to like a more sophisticated party where they have.
Wait, this is also from the chair company. It's the one coworker that's always trying to get everybody to have like a an orgy or something. And he's trying to get everybody to sign up, and you have the green wristband, yellow wristband.
You have to be a yellow.
Yeah, it doesn't work if everybody's got yellows. It's cool.
But what I was saying is like what I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to clarify because I'm worried that if I ask the question, you're gonna be like potato skins, 7-layer dip. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking
Hey,
like,
my man knows me.
It's like a nicer party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got
What
you.
do you hope is on the buffet?
I'll be honest with you. I love any and all charcuterie spreads. Any and all. Like in a perfect world.
We're picking one thing though. That's the game.
Oh, you want like what am I most looking forward to?
What are you hoping is on there? For me, like I'm saying,
Yeah,
I
hit me
want
with
there
what
to
you
be.
think.
I want them to be having martinis, and I want them to have cornichons.
Yeah.
Like the ones that are no one's eating. So if I take 5, no one cares.
Yeah.
And then
You
I
love
want them
those,
to like burn inside of my nostrils in a way that like is uncomfortable, and I need to be alone for a second. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, no, I feel
so
that.
good.
I think Cole, is something come to you off the top?
Oh, stuffed olives.
Stuffed olives?
Yeah.
Oh man,
What do you like? A blue cheese?
Love a garlic. I love a blue cheese. I love a calamata. I love a tapenade too. Any
buddy.
olive byproduct I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to a nice restaurant and they've got like just olives, and you know that they can deliver on nice olives. That I could order 6 of those and not even-
Alberico down the street, they do a nice little olive tray.
Yeah.
They do a nice
they
olive
do.
tray.
So
I think
good.
that's a good. I'm with you. I love olives. I love blue cheese stuff, feta. The garlic ones are okay, and I don't necessarily love like the jalapeno stuffed olives. That doesn't hit for me.
I
super
probably
hard.
would like those.
But I love calamatas as well.
Yeah.
That's just probably my favorite olive. For me, dude, honestly, like, shoot, I don't know. I like it all so much.
And I know you're having to parse through.
I'm literally
Going like not beanie weenies, not
No, it's probably like realistically just like salami and crackers, like just a little pairing like that.
Yeah.
Salami, so like a hard salami.
Yeah.
I'd love a
Oof.
hard salami. Yeah.
Like a peppered one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
them too, but something about old age has turned those into like a heartburn bomb.
Oh, really?
Just get immediate heartburn.
You know,
we gonna get there?
like the long pepperoni sticks that have the casing and they're hard.
Yeah.
I call it Gia likes those sometimes.
Yeah.
I call them her dog treats because
Yeah, they look like a dog treat.
They
Yeah.
do, yeah.
And they're heavily ridged, you know?
Yeah.
Yes. Love
Dog
that.
treats.
So you get those hard ones and you cut them into little slices. Love that. It goes great with like a Ritz cracker or something. And not something that I necessarily love, but it's just making me think. Do you remember like a Christmas log? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like
You're
like
not gonna
it's like
know.
a
I don't think.
gross
You're from
meat.
out here.
No, wait, I have had that
I don't
before.
love
Yeah.
those, but I also kind of do.
You're talking about like the things that like you'd use as a dip almost. Like it's like
No.
It's like is it almost like
No.
a meatloaf,
What
but-
you're talking about? Are you talking about like a cream cheese ball?
Yeah, that's what I thought you
Yeah,
were talking
buddy.
about.
That sounds
I
fire.
changed my answer. That's what I want.
A
I
cream
want a
cheese
cream
ball.
cheese
This is
ball.
what I'm talking about, not that thing. That's not the type of party I'm asking about.
Then I changed my answer back
It's
to
like a
hard
Midwest
salami.
party.
Hold on, Christmas log meat stick.
I think Chase it's like hard. You have to slice it almost like meatloaf or like a top sirloin, right?
No, dude. It's
Or does
like,
it like fall apart kind of more?
No, it's more like a salami.
Do you keep saying Christmas log?
like a
beef
summer
log.
sausage.
Beef log?
It's like a sausage. It's like a Christmas sausage. I might be wrong. It
I
might
don't
just
know
not
what-
be a
I don't know
Christmas
what you're
thing.
talking about anymore.
A meat log
Yeah.
doesn't seem. That just seems like what they cut.
It's like a fucking.
cold cuts
Son of a
from.
gun. Here, you know what? This is going to be the closest thing.
Oh God,
Like
Chase.
this. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, but it's not. Think like
I don't know, dude.
I have to ask my
I'm not
mom.
with you.
My beautiful mother, if you're listening to this and I haven't already asked you, please text me and tell me what this
Beef
is.
log.
Yeah, what's the
We would
Christmas
have them
log?
around the
Beef
holidays.
log.
Think like a fucking,
Like a summer sausage.
bigger, like a summer sausage. Yeah, that's
Like a
the photo I
honker,
just
right?
showed him. But primarily,
Is it just
I remember having it around the
meat?
holidays. Yeah, it's just meat. It's just like a huge hot dog salami hybrid. You know what I'm saying?
This is
How big are we
this
talking?
is
Like
nasty.
I'm
Why
talking
is
like
it
bigger than a corn of cob. Like a summer, what do you call
like
it?
a corn on the cob. Wait, what?
bigger than a corn a cob. Corn a cob.
Bigger than a corn on the cob.
We've been saying that like it's something's happening with your speech lately where you're not pronouncing things, you're leaving out words. You've done the Kevin bit at this point. No, like a corn a cob.
Corn on the cob.
Oh my
Okay.
God. I'm glad we got it on camera at least.
Oh God. So yeah. Anyway, nonetheless,
Corn a cob.
Hard salami.
We got to move on. We don't know what it is.
Yeah.
No.
You continuing to go like this is not, I don't think, going to get us there. All right, we've got a million pod questions. We got to get into them.
Shoot.
We
Okay.
got to move on.
You guys
Do you have
ready?
anything else?
No. I can cook something up, but no.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, starting with pod questions. Cars. Can you guys talk about cars? What are good cars? What are bad cars? Is there a car that Chase would drive? Is there a car that Timbo would drive? Is it a K truck or something else? Is it a G wagon? What's the coolest color for a car? Would Canoe Club ever stock cars?
This is something that he and I talk about off camera quite a bit.
Yeah.
We can riff on this, no problem. So shout out whoever put this. This is the exact kind of question I'm looking for.
It's worded in an exact way that he'll understand
Exactly,
too.
yeah.
A
Thanks for-
slew of random
questions,
questions, and he's like locked in.
Got it.
Yeah.
We love cars. Timothy and I, we both like cars, but our taste in what we enjoy would be pretty dissimilar.
Just
Also,
like
worth
everything
noting-
else, it's nothing. There's no surprises here.
No, but we do like we like vehicles. Cole also is the most qualified car guy of all of us here, for sure. I don't think anybody here that works here would know
All right,
more
let's-
about cars than you.
But let's try to break this down a little.
Yeah,
bit. There's a
okay.
lot of questions being asked. Can you guys talk about cars?
We're
Here you
we're
go.
doing that.
What are good cars?
'Kay.
I personally like older cars. If I'm just going off of aesthetics and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
I like a older looking vehicle,
Mm-hmm.
or I like a very squared off vehicle. I hate this rounded edge shit that we get in the modern
like
era.
crossover kind
I
of
hate
things.
it.
What would the threshold of old be? Like older than 2000?
I'll go as old as you want, pal. I don't care.
Down to when they
Listen,
Model T?
you know what? I don't.
He ain't driving
I
a Model T.
This is the whole thing. Is like I don't want to drive a stick. I get it. I know how to do it. I get it. I understand the reasoning behind wanting to do it.
Yeah.
But the reality is, I like to tootle around and run errands and like listen to music. And if I can't be messing around with stuff and doing things and
Yeah.
I got enough going on. I can't add things into it.
Yeah.
So I just would want it to probably have an automatic unless it was absolutely necessary. You know what I mean? And I like older luxury vehicles. You know what I
Oh,
mean? But
yeah.
like, I just want them squared off as hell. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
So
talking
that kind of puts us in
80s.
late 70s, through the
70s.
80s.
Yeah.
Maybe early 90s on some.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Land Cruisers and shit. Like, you know,
I'm not as bougie as people I think want to make me, though. Is
No,
the
he's
problem,
not.
Because
He's
I'm still
not.
from Indiana.
he would probably like a G Wagon, but a vintage one.
Yeah.
So cool, the vintage
Yeah,
one.
but if I was going down that road, I think I would go different.
If you had, if you were talking G Wagon money,
You know what I would want? I want a 90s like Eddie Bauer expedition.
yeah,
You know what I'm
no, that'd be
talking about?
tight. I know
So
what you're
sick,
talking
yeah.
about.
So
Big,
sick.
big. I like
Yeah.
a big body car too. We like big body cars.
Big body cars.
We like long cars.
I love a long car.
Old, long
I
cars,
love
grocery
like
getters.
a Mercedes wagon.
We love that.
I
We're on
love
the
a
same
Volvo
page.
wagon.
Yep.
All you can think is we have pretty similar tastes, except for he wants it to be like look like a race car, and I
Yeah.
want it to look like it was intended to get groceries
Yeah.
and pick up kids.
Yeah, for me, it definitely comes to, yeah, I don't know, like right off the rip, like I like a 98 Supra, like a white 98 2JZ Supra is like cool, go fast car, you know what I mean? But also I like old shit too. I don't know. I like all vehicles. I don't really care for a lot of like domestics. I don't you know, Corvettes are cool, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But like also they're cool because I grew up in Ohio, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are good cars? My thought when I think of good car, my initial answer to that is Michan's old 07 or 08 5-speed VW Golf. That was the best car. That is the greatest car. It was 5-speed. It felt good to drive. I love driving manual. I would do anything to have a manual car, even if it was one I didn't drive daily, just to go out and drive it. I like driving it. It feels good.
And like I said, I get it. It's fun to do.
Yeah,
I get
it's
it.
the activity of driving a manual car makes driving fun to me.
If I had a car that was just for me to run around solo in, then sure, I get the appeal to
Yeah.
have that as an extra little. You know, I would want like a little one of those like old BMWs that's got like little wheels on it. You know
I know
I
what
mean?
you're talking about.
Yeah.
I like those. I would
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah,
Those are cool.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I like when you feel like you get yanked back in those things. A
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit when
they
you're
have-
driving. I like that a lot.
yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm not super interested in electric cars. just because it feels to me, and this is both through anecdotes and through direct from people who have, there's another level of inconvenience that the payoff isn't great. So like a Tesla or whatever, and Cole, I'm sure that you know this, and I want to hear your opinion on cars as well. But like to charge a Tesla from dead takes 30 minutes and costs about as much as you would pay for gas anyway, no?
Like it depends on where you're charging. But like, you remember that one time
let's say we're not talking about at your house.
Yeah,
at your house, I don't give a fuck. That's super convenient, and I understand the value.
And
in that.
you could do like straight in your 120 volt, or you can get like a supercharging thing. So you can do it both ways. But you have to get it.
But let's say you're going to the Starbucks by where we live, and they have the 6 or 7 Tesla ports. What do you pay, and how long does that take?
Like when I've done it before, it takes like 30 minutes to get from like 10 miles that you had to like 80% charge. And it's like $15. So it is cheaper.
Okay, but
gas.
I would argue my time is more valuable on this planet.
No, it's not.
Than
You
sitting
would
in a
never
parking
really
lot.
say that. That's a lie on
Timothy,
your...
I swear to God,
No, you're
I would
full
rather
of
spend
shit.
$40 to fill up my tank and be on my way in 3 minutes.
It also lasts way longer, so you're not having to go as frequently.
I don't know if that's true.
It depends on the range. Like it's whatever.
For what you're doing, yeah, dude. Like if you were commute, I mean, you've got a little bit of a commute, but if it was like 45 minutes or something, yeah, I'm sure you're gonna burn it a little quicker.
But like, dude, how annoyed would you be if you were like, I just got to go to fucking Whole Foods, but like I don't have enough charge, so I need now to add on 30 minutes and to spend the money to be inconvenienced.
First of all, I'm gonna I don't agree with this because I will gladly walk around to Whole Foods with nothing to do for 30 minutes. That's
No.
an
I'm saying
amazing
you can't
thing
even
to
get
do.
to the Whole Foods. I can pass time, but what I'm saying is you're gonna find yourself in predicaments where you're sitting in a random fucking Circle K parking lot.
I've never hit this predicament that you're describing in my life. Is the only thing.
You don't have an electric car.
I mean, what I'm saying is like I've never been in a situation where like if I don't get gas now, I am totally fucked. I mean, you just kind of plan ahead, and you're like, well, I got to stop over there for a few minutes, and I got to look at my phone for half an hour, and then off I go for the rest of it. I'm just saying, I don't really care one way or the other.
Yeah.
I don't own an electric vehicle or anything.
No.
But like, I don't see it as like a big deal. Plus, when you realize how there's just not gas stations of them, but like they're everywhere. Those
around.
schools that my daughter has gone to have a bunch of charging stations right outside of them that are like never taken up. There's one at the gym. I would just do it at the gym. I go there every single day.
Yeah. I think
it's no big deal.
there's workarounds.
Look, and there's certainly places in the world also where that's not true. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm not coming out. I'm saying this argument I don't think is the best. I think I hear what you're saying. I just don't think it's the best.
I just think if it were a scenario where if I already got to spend money and it's sitting somewhere for 3 minutes and sitting somewhere for 30 plus, I'd rather spend the extra $20 and be on my way.
What about this, brother? Is most gas stations suck shit. They do. Like
They do.
most of them
I only
are
go
bad.
to like, I've gone to like 2 or 3 in the last 3 years. I don't go to multiples.
And
I have my
dude,
couple and I go to, and that's
like
it.
I have plenty of times been like, oh, we got to go to the airport tomorrow. I should go put gas in the car, and then I go sit outside of some place where I'm like, man, I'm getting eyeballed up right now, no question. Whereas like if it's the Tesla place, I go park at like a fancy kindergarten, and I just sit there and look at my phone. I never have to I get out of the car to stick that thing in there, and then I sit in there for.
In that case, you just charge it at home, dude.
Well,
And
yeah,
then there's
that's
no
what
issue.
I'm also saying is like you could just charge it at home. Like it seems. I'm just saying like I know that's an argument that's used a lot, and I totally get it. And if you were like a road dog, you know what I mean? Let's say you were like really like traveling salesperson or something where you got to be on the road. I get that. I think that's a solid argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that in any other case, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the right thing to do is if you own 2 cars in a family, have one be electric, have one be
I think that's fair.
gas, and then you're kind of covered.
And
you know?
to be fair, I'm walking my statement back a little bit because I'm picturing a scenario where like, fuck, dude, I got to leave 30 minutes early for work because my car doesn't have enough to get me to Boulder. But again, in this scenario, you have the charging in your house. Your car is never going to be dead.
That
so it's
or
not
just
that big
like
of a deal.
enjoy that world where it's like, oh man, I'm gonna go grab a coffee and then sit in the car and let my shit charge up. You can watch a movie on one of those screens. You know what I mean? While you're waiting.
Set my lineups for
This is
DFS
like that's what I'm
bets.
saying. Like, I think that like I enjoy errands that take a minute these days, and I don't think that's not gonna stop. That wouldn't stop me personally. But
You know
I don't
what?
really care because honestly, the biggest problem with them is aesthetically they look worse than other cars for some reason. That is their biggest issue right now. Why do they look like just plastic things that got topped onto? You know what I mean? They look like a.
Well, we talked about those
car.
Hyundai. Hyundai was going to put out those old,
they should. Those
look
are
like
sick.
Japanese taxi, the
crowns,
crowns, look like those. That's dope.
Yeah.
And as I say, I'm going to say this, and I'm certain that there's a myriad of companies already doing this, but like, I think that if you're a mechanic shop that specializes in retrofitting vehicles with an electric setup, you can make a fucking killing. Because I do understand it. And again, I'm going to walk it back. The inconvenience things, there's ways around it that I think if you're a savvy person and you're not just getting things on a whim, I think that you can make the charging thing work. And I'm for the convenience, but I just know it pissed me off when I'm like, I got somewhere to be and I got to sit here for 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
I just think
it'd be
you would
few and
just
far between
adjust
of
your
that
line
happening.
of thinking. You just be like, oh no, I have to do this differently than I did before, and then you would just get mindful of that version and just do that.
I also was told that it's like the same cost as gas, and that doesn't seem to be the case. So
I don't know. And there's the whole
can
problem
be.
with the recycling of the batteries over long term. I understand that there's all these like pros and cons. I don't know what the right thing is. My main thing is they don't look good, so they should fix that, and then I would be more on board.
I think the honest
with
to God
Timbo on
truth
that.
here, and we all know that I'm not saying this with a personal agenda in mind, is like to ride a bike. If we're talking like for the environment, for the world, like the best thing you can do for your body, ride a bike.
I've said this a million times. My favorite car is a car I don't drive myself and someone drives me around. My second favorite car would be to never drive and walk everywhere because it's all close. Because if you pull up to a party like me, then I pull up to a party and I've got to like fucking parallel park in front of everyone.
Yeah,
even
man.
though I'm kind of good at it, I would still be like, I don't
sucks.
want this. Sucks. I
Yeah.
look stupid getting out of a car. What if you got like what about all these double RL guys that then have to get out of a Tesla? It's like that doesn't look right. It looks wrong. It looks
Their
wrong.
spurs still spinning
Yeah,
while they're
it's-
on 4th, which 4th means 4 blocks from the city center.
I just feel like it's a walking's cooler.
Yeah.
Is the reality.
No, I agree. There's
But-
nothing swaggier than having a nice tote bag and just walking with your
Yeah.
shit. That's why I've always, and you can attest to this, I've asked you so many questions about what it was like living in Chicago. And like Abby drove the car, you never drove the car. Everywhere you went was via bus, train, walking. That's a lifestyle that I only experienced very briefly when I was in Berlin for 2 weeks as a kid, and then when we traveled to Tokyo. But beyond that, like it's really cool to just be out in the world with all that's on you is your person and what you can fit in your pockets or a bag. That is cool,
Yeah, it's
undoubtedly.
great.
So
Well, and then plus, like that's what I'm talking about with like the taking the time on things where it's like I always liked it. Like, all right, got all my shit. I'm on this bus for 25 minutes and I got nothing else. This is what I'm doing. I can listen to
dig
music.
that.
I can
I
zone
can
out.
dig
I can
that.
read a book. I can
Yeah.
look at the internet. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have like dedicated time that you're sort of forced to just do nothing for a little while.
Yeah.
You don't get that in adult life as much. So it's nice when it's kind of forced on you. So I'm not against that.
yeah, no, I can dig this, guys. I can dig this.
General line of thinking though, I just like, I think if I could only have like, I get one car, and I have to consider my lifestyle, so I can't just
Yeah,
'cause
maybe this is
I
a
do
good way to
love like a
answer.
little convertible. You know what I mean? I really want a convertible, and I don't need it to be like nice. I'm happy with like a 2005 Miata or something. You know what I mean? I don't care.
So
I think I would get like some sort of old Volvo or something because I want to fit dogs in the back,
Yeah,
but I
man.
also want
Yeah.
Gia to be comfortable in the back, and I like a long boy.
yeah.
You know, especially those ones that are like slammed in the back, just
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah,
with
I
the
know what you're
big
talking
lights.
about.
I
It
like
has
that.
the
240s.
headrest with the lines between them. You know what I'm saying?
I like waspy cars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like what
Like, you could
ladies
park
might
it at a
drive
country
to tennis
club.
practice.
Yeah, sure,
That's
exactly.
what I'm looking
And
for.
Volvos are the cream of the corn for that.
Yeah, that's kind of
like
why I
the,
feel like I'm leaning that way. Or like a Saab. Maybe
Yeah,
like
a
a
Saab.
convertible Saab would be cool
Oh.
for me.
Yeah, those are cool. That would be it. That would be the one truck, the one car.
I think so, yeah. Some version of that.
What about you,
thing.
Chase?
If there was one car, I had one car.
The Nissan Z from, or what is it? Nissan R or whatever. The one from Fast and Furious.
Oh, the R34
RX-7.
Yeah.
Skyline.
That's it.
I love
Skyline,
a right-hand drive Skyline.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Honestly, though, like if I were to have one car right now, I'm still off the heels of Winnipeg so much. Drove that X1 around. I want the like sport version of BMW's SUV, like the one
Yeah.
that Rye has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the
and
M1.
and if we're talking like that's utility, man. Like it's cool and sleek and goes fast and sounds cool, but also like you can be sure driving in winter that thing's gonna get the job done and then some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be that. And also for the record, I still want a Kai truck really bad. It's priorities, I suppose, but I really want one really bad. And yeah,
How
also
much money could you even reasonably lose? You buy the thing, you deal with the whole thing. You could probably reasonably, like if you souped it
Break
up, you could
even.
probably like break even or make a little bit of money.
the guy out in Windsor, you said he sold all 7, Cole? 10?
He had 10 or 15.
Yeah.
I think at this point, it's like they're just hard to get. People want them. So
Yeah.
it's honestly like, I
We
think
need to just
even
start a
reselling it-
lot.
Honestly,
dude. We went down this road. You and I talked about
we did
this.
do that.
We talked about this.
get a whole shipping container of them.
Yeah.
It would be.
We need a gorgeous angel.
I mean, guys,
investor for all of our
yeah.
ideas.
I'm dead serious. If you guys wanted to pool together some money and get a couple other people and
You
import
can't
fucking
do this
20.
job and start a car lot.
No, if we just do a one and done.
I see.
Use K truck car.
yeah,
lot.
Oh, we got to move on. We got to move on. We're
real
gonna do
quick
40
though,
minutes
I
on
want
cars.
Cole, what's your car? And then I want to
true,
talk the color for a car because I have a specific color I want to shout out.
Oh.
So what's your car that you would take if it's the one car and you're like, listen, money's not an object, but like this is what I'm driving to Whole Foods, this is what I'm driving to work, and this is what I'm driving on a road trip.
Let him think for a second because we're just putting him on the spot. What's the color thing?
I love the new green that Toyota's been using. And I've only seen it in the Sequoias. So I don't know if it's a green that they reserve only for that model, but that Sequoia green, I fucking love. It's it's the exact tone that I want.
It's it's called the Highland Edition or like Forest. It's like,
But you know the green I'm talking about. There's
It's
a ratty one
such
that's
a-
over here,
it's
but you
such
see
a
him
cool
around
green.
town.
What I think
Yeah.
that you'd like is the when I was looking for cars and we were looking at BMW, the one we were looking at was green.
Yeah.
And they don't do many of those, and they had one on
Yeah.
lot and they let us drive it, and it's really cool because it's like it mostly looks black, but in light it looks like bright green.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
like it's one or the other though.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
A green car is really cool. And then also, if I were to have like a right-hand drive R34 and I was going to repaint it, I've always really liked like a deep, deep, deep pearly purple. Like that looks
You're a
brown
freak, dude.
almost. But in the
Yeah.
sun, you might see some purple, but like a brown purple, but it's pearly. You know, I love that shit.
interesting.
Yeah.
I just like black. I like black. I know people don't like that. I don't care. I just want a black car. I want everything to look like a cop car.
Yeah. Just give me a Ford Expedition.
Yeah.
with
That
the
one I want in like
Steelies
I
on it.
want in like that late '90s like maroon or green. Like everything was maroon and green
Yeah,
for a
man.
while in the
Yeah.
'90s. I
Yeah.
want like it would be one of those too. My friend Spencer had a
Yeah.
car like this. When you took a turn, it was like you could feel it rocking.
Yeah.
The armrest was like it was like a twin bed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tight.
I liked that a lot.
Those were such cool, like the big boxy ones.
Yeah.
Where now it's like, I don't know, you look at every big SUV like that, you know, like a Tahoe, Suburban, it's like they're all the same shit now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
could-
all SUVs look the same except at this point.
Can somebody open the garage door for Madison and Gia and Abby?
Go ahead.
locking.
What's yours?
Cole, hit us.
Okay, this is gonna be a little lame, but it's gonna be kind of with you here, Timbo. I want the new Volvo V60 or V90. It's
Yeah.
a station wagon.
I know what you're
The
talking about.
90's a little longer.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like it's fast. good
That
in the
long
snow.
one is long.
It's
too.
long.
yeah,
It's
the
like a
long. It
limo.
looks like a shark.
I can put Louis in it. You got storage. I just love station wagons, and I hate in America we want crossovers now.
Yeah.
And I like estates.
I like it
station
well.
wagons.
Yeah,
whatever
There
you
is
call
something
them,
though
you know?
when you get up, like
Mhm.
you get up.
It
I'm
is
not even
nice.
all the way up in my car. I want to go even more up.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
this is a nice experience
It's
up
like
here.
nice to be high up.
Cool.
But then,
I just
wait,
want a
sorry.
lot of space. I want to be able to reach over and not feel the person
Yeah,
next
yeah.
to me a little bit.
What Chase?
I was just gonna say for Volvos, what color are you going towards? Because I actually think Volvos are one of those cars where the sharpest color is silver. I don't know why, but a silver Volvo
I
like
get what you
really
mean.
resonates with me.
I get what you mean. Like even like BMWs from a certain era in silver was cool.
It's just
like that
cool.
matte
Yeah.
silver,
Yeah.
almost looked like
Yeah.
stainless steel.
Well, and that's always the German kind of, it's like black, white,
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do it purposely because it's beautiful. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like they do a pearly white. I like that.
Yeah.
But
That's
sometimes you see like a pearly white G Wagon and you're like, it's the Kardashian deal. And it's too
Yeah.
gaudy for me.
dude.
But it's
all-
like it's a little. The problem is maybe not in a station wagon like you're talking about, or if you like, sometimes you see them, they're kind of beat and it looks cool.
Yeah.
But like it's a little. It's really I like because I'm naturally drawn to it, but it's a little too like Undertaker hat lady. You know what I mean? That I
Yeah.
can't get on board with.
No,
But
which is getting, what was it? And then my other hot take I'll say, and then we can move on from this, is I hate that trucks are getting so big now.
they're so.
And I think that's it's like it's giant. You don't need it to be that big. Ram 2500's way too big. I like my trucks. I like a nice little like 90s, early 2000s like Ford Ranger or like
Yes.
a little Tacoma.
S10.
And then
is
I think you
kinda-
can get to the big trucks, but like I just think it's like it's too
Tell me,
gaudy now.
how do you feel about the new Ford Rangers? Well, I don't know if there might be hybrid or electric or gas. I don't know.
The Coupe has the Raptor version.
Coupe has the Raptor version. I'm talking the ones that are like
They just came out.
yeah, they're
Why
sleek.
do all the new trucks have like 1,000 stickers like they're sponsored by NASCAR? That's the other thing I've noticed.
There's like a million TRD shit on them when
So much stuff on them.
yeah.
Well, and, okay, one thing, not to jump here, something I think we can all agree on, the stupid ass Tesla fucking stickers. And I literally saw one that was like
Anti-Elon Tesla
it was like,
club and shit.
This is a vintage pre-Elon Tesla. And I was like, bro.
No, it's not.
That,
No, it's not.
That motherfucker was weird way before he started talking weird. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't need him to say the stuff that he was definitely into.
Long before he held the forks in the formation at the dinner party, he's been a freak. So, yeah my thing is like, I had this conversation with
I also
Shem.
love the idea that you could just be like, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It's like, you voted with your dollars, big dog. Like, you already gave them the money. You think he cares if you put a stupid sticker on it?
I understand that it's not as easy as just being like, I don't agree with this guy's politics, so now I'm going to switch my whole life up. People got money, down payments, loans. I am sympathetic that people get tied up into shit, and I could see being like, damn, I wanted in on this cool thing, and now I'm worried that I'm being tied to like this awful thing. And I see a Tesla, and I automatically do just think like, man, come on, like dork. Just, you love Elon, don't you? You know what I mean? So I'm sympathetic to that. You can't just go switch up your whole shit.
I liked him when he was just the science guy. It's like, what the fuck is that? What do you mean? You know what I mean? That sucks too.
He was never the science guy either. He was,
and also it's like going to a Michael
I want to
Jackson
go back
show.
one more second, dude. The most important thing here is they're ugly, and that's all that I.
No,
that's the only thing I care about.
That's the greatest thing, and I agree with you 100%. Tim. It's like they don't need to do exhaust. They can do so many different things, but why do they all look like?
They
and
look
all
like
the models look the same too. There's no like.
It
you
looks
know
like
what,
a
though?
Volkswagen Beetle that like I don't know. It's like it's
got a long
bulbous and weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. It's not for me. I don't really care what anyone does. Just be clear.
If Tesla started making something that looked exactly like a mid 2000s M3 that had an electric motor,
An E46.
great,
Cool.
sign me up. Sign me up. I'll wire you the money right now for the deposit. I'll take that car as soon as it's ready. So, whatever.
Well, yeah, we can talk about cars here.
Yeah, we like.
You wanted
30
to talk
minutes
about
later.
cars? We talked about it. We alienated our entire listenership.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Thanksgiving. How do you guys like to do it? What's your signature dish on the potluck sign up?
this.
Is there anything you want to try this year? Maybe a deep frying a turkey. I've never tried that. What do you wear to Thanksgiving dinner? Elastic waist. And are you going to go on a cousin walk? And what are you thankful for this year? So
Lot to
another
unpack here. Love
Okay.
it.
bunch of questions.
How do you guys like to do it?
I just like Thanksgiving, so I think that answers that. I love Thanksgiving.
I like to do it.
I'm mid on it. It's fine.
Listen, I'm going to say this right off the rip. Anybody who's going to give us guff for sending praise to Thanksgiving, I'm not talking about the politics behind it because everything has become politicized. I'm talking about the one day out of the year where everybody gets to see the people in your life you care about. That's something to be celebrated and is cool. So call it whatever you want for your performance on the internet, but we're talking about the time you spend with people in your life you care about. So.
Day a year, you can talk about food as much as you normally do.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Exactly.
What's your signature dish on the potluck sign up?
Do you have something off the rip? Because I do.
Not that I make, but the only two things I like are I like stuffing and I like any version of it.
Yeah.
Stovetop is as good as anything else you're going to make. And I love like green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Everything else I don't need. You don't need to bring those things for me.
What about mashed potatoes?
It's fine. I'm not going to go crazy for them. Most mashed potatoes are mid. That's the reality that no one wants to talk about. 50% that you have, you're like, this tastes like nothing.
You got enough gravy, baby. It's all good.
And then if it's the other kind where it's good, it's just like it's like 50% butter.
Yeah.
So
Then you're full.
There's a conscious, yeah. So I don't make either of those things, but I like when they're there.
Well,
What do you
shout
think,
out your
Chase?
wife, Abby. She is the mashed potato queen. Every year she
does
makes
a
it
nice
and crushes
one.
it. She does
And
a
it's
good mashed
got
potato.
50% butter.
And it's
I'm the mac and cheese guy through and through. I like to make a mac and cheese for Thanksgiving.
I don't grow up with that being a tradition.
I was just going to say, I don't think growing up that mac and cheese was something that was offered for my family's Thanksgivings.
Me too, yeah.
But we agree that it somehow fits now. I don't know what turned a corner, but it makes sense to me. And it's one of the first things that people eat all the time. Whether I make it or someone else makes it, I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. Everybody likes mac and cheese, and it goes with all of that. What do you think, Cole? What's your? Because you're a cooker. You cook a lot.
I'm a cooker. I don't like the turkey. I'm one of those guys.
I don't care about it.
Are you real quick? Are you not a turkey lunch meat guy either?
I like like a pepper turkey. I like that. But when you crack open and you're eating like breast, to me, even with tons of gravy, to me it's just like I'd rather eat a leg, a thigh. I'm more of a dark meat kind of guy.
I prefer the dark meat too.
All of it is just it's like meat in general for
And
me,
it's
where I
too
just don't
much.
care. And it's
I
coming
think
directly off.
turkey is so fucking good. I look forward to
You like
Thanksgiving
the-
because I love the turkey, and then all the things you get to do with it after, which I will save to talk at the summation of this question.
But I would say pumpkin pie.
That's what you'll prep for the potluck.
No,
that would be what
that's
you would.
just my favorite. That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
gonna eat.
We
if someone
changed the
else
question
is.
so it worked for us.
What would you prep for a potluck though?
Probably like garlicky green beans with some like lemon on it.
That's nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green beans are great.
Overlooked, I think, or the green bean.
Oh, it's a fucking best vegetable.
Maybe deep frying a turkey. I watched my uncle and dad do that one time. Didn't seem fun, so not gonna do that.
It's the classic out in the yard. You got the big, taller than wide stainless, and then you
Propane
drop
burner.
a frozen thing and it fucking explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are you
So
gonna
I've never
wear,
fried a
what do you wear to Thanksgiving dinner? The right thing is, this is the right time for a sweater. It's just,
Yeah,
you know
I
what I mean?
agree.
Like if there was a time for a sweater,
A good sweater.
that's the time.
By the way, guys, I am in that market officially. As of a couple days ago, I've decided
He's entered the sweater
You're
market.
doing
one of the
into
next couple things I'd like to buy is a sweater. And in
Oh.
fact, I meant to ask you. I'm going to say it right now. You got to put me on search queries for eBay. I want one of those big roll neck fat ones that you.
Okay, I can find me one of those, no problem. I'll tell you how much I need, and I'll get it for you.
Easy, amazing.
Okay, elastic waist. No, not gonna eat that much personally, so it won't be a problem for me.
What do you wear for Thanksgiving? Elastic waist. I don't have anything elastic waist because I'm not going to wear a belt. And if I put my phone in my pocket, an elastic waist, because of the way I'm shaped, falls right off me. And so I don't have elastic waist pants.
Are you going on a cousin walk? Hell yeah.
Cousin walk is just you guys don't see each other that often, and so the cousins go for a
No,
walk.
it's where you go smoke weed.
Oh,
Chase takes it literally.
is that literally what?
Yeah. You
I've never heard that
you
term.
leave the group with your cousin so you can go,
That's tight.
rip a joint.
Albie, yeah, I love that shit.
He'll
I'll go on a cousin
I
walk
love that
anytime.
Yeah, he's not going with cousins. He'll show up off of the cousin walk.
Yeah,
He'll
I'll
leave
go
off
on
the
a cousin walk with your cousins. I like that. Yeah, it's cool.
Plus, I do. It's the same thing as like the smoking section we are talking about in the previous episode. I just like any situation where like a group of people that are kind of the black sheep are all together. I like that energy. So
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
that's fun. What are you thankful for this year?
I could be. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thankful. If I'm going to be earnest, I'm very thankful for another year of like more or less being healthy, and we have a fun job, and this is sharp as hell. This Benz is the one's parked next to the store the other day
I
when I was
like the
talking about
front.
it.
I don't like the back.
It's got this shape.
I love the front, but I don't like the back.
Falls off the back round.
It's a nice size though.
Yeah, that thing's cool. I like a red Mercedes. I'm thankful that I'm healthy and that we're still doing our thing. And yeah, I just live a very fortunate life. It's not lost on me how charmed my life is, and just trying to lean into that. So this shit that people say all the time is, people are healthy in my life, and people are having a good time.
The older you get, the more real, like those things that like your parents would say at those things. You're like, oh Jesus Christ, you're full of shit. And then you get older, and you're like, no, that's pretty much what you're.
No, that's just cool.
The more things simplify, that's pretty much it.
People I care about are just having a good time, and that makes me happy. And I have the things that I want, and then some. And so, all things considered, I'm just thankful for. I'm thankful for what I got. I'm fortunate. I'm really fortunate, and I know it. So, what do you think, Cole?
I'm thankful for my new house.
Yeah.
Louie and Sophie.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thankful for our better halves and to be able to fucking chit chat
Oh yeah.
and do a little podcast and all that.
Yeah,
so.
I'm thankful for this podcast.
Yeah.
Next question.
Second Life. Imagine you got one shotted with an
Op.
AWP,
Yeah, it
an
works.
op.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
An
doesn't
operator,
know the lingo.
sniper.
I said it was OP. But you were spawned in the early 90s in Indiana/Ohio without the desire to own or operate a Colorado-based multi-brand menswear retail operation. What else would you be doing with your time?
I know.
Is this like realistic or?
I don't know. I mean, you take it
This
as
is-
We're in
answering-
fantasy world,
Yeah.
obviously.
I'm
but-
answering in a way that these are things I could feasibly see myself doing.
okay.
If there was
I run front, so I'm not getting up. No question. I'm going down off a grenade. It's not a problem. So I'm not even worried about it. But
we're still on the CS talk. These are things that I see myself feasibly living, with the caveat that maybe there's an opportunity to plant thoughts in your future / older self. Does this make sense? I would probably just just commit to painting signs.
Okay.
Or I would be interested in laying hardwood.
Ooh. There is absolutely no way you
tradesman.
The level of losing his mind he was doing when he was painting signs. There's just no way.
I've been having the thought. The problem was it was painting signs in junction with working full time. I was painting every weekend and then working 5 days, and then painting every weekend and working 5 days. So what was end up happening was I'd have these insane time crunches where I had 48 hours to paint a storefront, and then the owner had to open it up on Monday, and then something would happen, and I'd need to get it. It was just if that was the only thing you were doing, and you had somebody in your life that could help you with the taxes and bookkeeping and shit, then I think painting signs is a great thing. And I think it could be a fun full-time job. If you have other things going on in your life, painting signs is fucking hard, and it never, ever, ever, ever goes the way you think. So it was killing me. I think
unfortunately he and I are interwoven, so I'd probably be managing this business.
Yeah, yeah. He's just managing me, and he's forming the connections with other stores and shit. So yeah, that.
I don't know. The things I'd like to do in life that aren't this are be a professional painter, which I'm never gonna be, or own I still love to do. I want to have my own record label. I would like to do that. These aren't things that make a lot of money.
He said this for a long time, though.
But I would like to do those things.
That'd be so cool.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Something in that world, maybe.
Yeah.
Or do A&R or some shit.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. As long as the problem solving was the same day in and day out, that's really all I like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like that kind of stuff. And I like working with people like you guys and stuff that are like people I fuck with, people I don't have to, I never feel like I don't look forward to work or anything like that, because we all like hanging out, and even when it's a pain in the ass, it's fine. So
Yeah, something like that. What about you, Cole?
I think I would either go into the trades. Or
which one specifically? Because I know you're well versed in all of this.
I'm not well versed in a lot of them, but I know a little bit about each. Maybe I'll do electrician, because I know there's good money in that.
Yes.
Laying floors would be pretty sick.
Well, there's the dude in the Discord who he joined recently, and I've already shouted him out on the pod. So I'm sorry, I'm obsessed with you, bro. I just think that's legitimately so fucking cool, and it's something that I think would scratch the same itch as painting signs or like ceramics, like really hyper with your hands kind of thing. Anything that's like really centered on this, really that brings me joy and makes me feel good. So
totally.
And but that's the thing. I have that information now as an adult. As a kid, I worked against that because societally it's not cool to like work with your hands and shit. Or at least it wasn't when we were kids. It was like you had to go to college if you were going to be successful in this, that, and the other. And so,
exactly.
I don't feel that way, obviously, as an adult. So I'd have to have that information. But yeah,
I think that if you go back and you have the adult information, you maybe make different choices so that you set yourself on a path that's more in line with your values now, but you don't get to those without doing the other stuff. So
exactly. It's like, would I actually like painting signs at 20? Maybe not, dude. I don't know.
No, maybe you would have done that and gone, God, I wish I would have done the thing. I wish I would have been open to a business or been in fashion or done something that's like you do. You know what I mean? I think it's a grass is always greener thing.
Oh,
that's just the reality.
You know what? No. Wipe what I said.
No.
I try to somehow work for, manage, own an orchard of some sort, whether that's apples, whatever. It could be anywhere in the United States, as long as it's something that grows.
No, I remember when I told you I was driving back. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was going through like Appalachian. I saw a bunch of like olive groves or whatever you'd call those.
Yeah.
And I was thinking like, oh man, I would love to open like have like artisanal olive oil that comes from Appalachia, and you kind of like lean into like the vibe.
Yeah.
I think we could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we do that in our retirement.
Timothy, say the word. I love the idea of orchard fruit farming.
Yeah.
It could be apples. Also, somebody in the Discord I don't know, we haven't talked about this. Somebody in the Discord last week dropped some sort of article that I meant to go back and read about basically a tour you can take through Maine to find the rarest apples from certain.
Oh yeah.
And that is
so
that's
cool.
about the coolest thing you could do. So that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Collaborations. Sure, you covered it, but what would you want, or who would you want to work with another Canoe Club collaboration? Without even thinking of brands, is there an item category, e.g., footwear or pattern, that you guys would think would be fun to design? We can also skip past this too. We don't want to let out our secret sauce.
No, I mean we can do like a more like nothing like we just won't talk about anything like real happening. We'll talk about just hypotheticals. So what I like is the aspect of the question of without even thinking about brands. Is there like a category or a pattern or something that you'd want to help design?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be able to do more of a full collection. You know, for the most part with collabs and stuff, you kind of do very small capsule-y kind of thing or like a one item or a couple colors or something, but it's usually like one thing.
Yeah.
I would like to do a bigger collection for sure. I would like it to be I would like to create its own world that it lives in. You understand what I mean? Yeah. So I think that would be fun just because it's hard to do as much like, world building with like one item. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we still accomplish it a lot, but it's more difficult. So that'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I think that'd be cool.
Shoes too. I would like to. We haven't really done shoes. We had one that didn't come to fruition.
And I love them.
And Cole wears them all the time. Maybe I'll drop pictures of them somewhere, and maybe that'll either make it go turn on again or not going right now. But maybe something like a shoe would be fun. I think because I feel like you and I have been talking about the perfect like black shoe for eons.
Yeah.
So I feel like we could get there, but that might be fun.
Yeah. I more or less agree with him.
What about brand specific?
Brand specific.
I mean, I'd love something. I'd love to collaborate with like Coddle or something like that one day. That seems cool.
I mean, I would love to do something with Lemaire, obviously, especially if there could be any like designer involvement, just because I'd like to see what that process looks like because it's a little safeguarded, you know what I mean? And I think that might be interesting. And I like the fabrics they choose. I like the world they live in, you know what I mean? So
that would be cool.
Obviously cool.
Yeah, I was thinking
plus, there's a lot of legacy with that brand and stuff too, which is cool.
Being able to be behind the scenes while the fabric is being milled or the fabric is being manufactured or dyed or woven or what have you. That I'm interested in the textile.
That's an interesting answer in general. Of instead of focusing on what it is or what designers like actually working on developing the fabric from nothing because that's not often what's going on because that'd be hard.
I was just thinking,
we can talk about the treatment or the dye or the things like afterwards, but the milling is a whole different world because you have to make so much of it and everything. But so that would be. I agree that would be really cool. Yeah. And then maybe like treat it in a few different ways. Yeah. And make the fabric more special and like that's the story. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That's kind of what I'm drawn to in present days. I like silhouette, but I can get silhouette by things being roomy. Then the next thing is the fabric, and I'm really liking fabrics that just. I've always liked things that age well.
Or like knits could be cool too.
A nice knit.
Yeah. Because it'd be fun to develop that.
Yeah, I agree.
As well.
I agree. I feel like there's probably more room to play with a knit fabric. It can be so many things.
There's so many different ways to do it
at
the same time.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Cool.
Well, jumps on to our next question. Textiles. If you could only wear clothing made from a single textile year round, what would it be? So like example would be denim. It would be denim jacket, denim underwear, denim socks.
Oh, I see.
The whole thing. Yeah.
This is sort of a, what do they call that? Monkey's paw or whatever?
Yeah. Whatever. I know what you're saying.
So like you get your wish, but you get it to a point where you're like, oh, I didn't realize all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a gin.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's interesting.
Denim underwear would
that would be bad.
Chew your shit up.
Even if you didn't wear underwear with it, that also doesn't feel great. It feels weird.
My first thought was like
I think linen for me.
Even linen.
Because I don't care. I don't care about seasonality.
Yeah.
So I really.
Well, you just layer the shit out of it come winter.
I like that it like doesn't really wrinkle, and even if it does, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I find it pretty easy to take care of.
Yeah. It's breathable.
I think for me,
flowy.
It's the cotton linen moleskin from Orslo. That fabric, that would be the specific one. I love how it feels, and that would go with the whole thing.
But you can sleep in linens. You can make other stuff out of linens because you can kind of get away with a linen towel. There. Yeah. Even if you had to do the underwear, it doesn't really matter. Or even if you didn't, that's
socks
fine.
would also be fine.
Flowing
moleskin
boxers.
also falls into that category. though. You could kind of do
Yeah.
that on everything, and it doesn't matter. That would be
Cotton linen
comfortable.
moleskin, and also I really like a herringbone twill. I love a herringbone
That's
twill.
what I thought you were gonna say.
And it'll soften over time so much. So the underwear, the socks, maybe for the first couple times you're like slightly inconvenienced, but all in, I think it's a win.
I could also be convinced into canvas too if it wasn't for the whole underwear bit.
Heavy canvas.
Canvas would be fine. I've never liked heavy anything, but regular canvas.
It's like duck
Or-
canvas.
Or like a wool that is finished in such a way that is actually probably the most like sensible, correct answer.
Yeah.
Like if we're talking, what like could you
Not
legitimately
for me. I'm like
do?
allergic to it though. You know how it is.
Yeah, that's true. But like a tropical wool,
You could do
Yeah.
I'm
You know
thinking
the right cashmere
Cashmere.
might be the right answer.
Actually,
for
yeah, you're
everything.
right.
if because I mean
Is that
you
what
could
you were
just-
gonna say? Is cashmere?
Yeah, because that's
Cashmere.
like
Yeah.
if I could like if I had millions of dollars, I can just burn on cashmere.
Yeah.
That's a great life.
Yeah. Like the
Yeah.
golden
Cashmere.
cashmere from Harold.
Harold,
That could be
yeah.
everything. Remember those pants we had?
Yeah, cashmere might be it.
Oh,
Yeah, cashmere's a good answer. I still think I go linen, but cashmere's a great answer.
but regardless, a natural fiber.
Yeah.
Future pod guest. Who do you want other than Future?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I want future,
Future would be cool.
so he could be mean to me.
Who do I
would-
really? Who would be really? Fun?
I'm just gonna rattle off some people that I'm interested in right now. I think Caleb Heron would be a fun guest. I
Yeah.
still want to talk
Yeah.
to Johnny Pemberton because I think Johnny Pemberton is a
lot of
character
comedians.
and you could riff with him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously Tim Robinson, but I don't even want to say that because I don't even know. I don't know if I had the option to sit and have a dinner with Tim Robinson, if I would, because it either make me more obsessed with his shit or it would take the magic out of it.
It's like never meeting your heroes.
Kyle Mooney.
Oh yeah,
You're heavy. You're all comedians.
I just think
Yeah,
comedians
these are-
because I just want to riff.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to chit chat and do bits.
Well, I'm trying to think of like people that I would want to like bicker with that would probably have like an opposite opinion of me, maybe. I can't think of who, but any situation where I feel like you're going to get someone who has an opinion and isn't afraid to like, they're not going to like just go, oh yeah, I get you. And it's like, no, I want you to be like, no, that's
No, let's
dumb.
talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
it. That's
Wonderful.
Yeah. I don't want you to agree with me.
Maybe we petition again for Big Noah Johnson to come on the pod so he can argue some of those opinions he had a while back.
I know you're listening because you're farming your opinions from the customer service podcast. Come on and join us.
Maybe if we make enough like strong statements about him, he'll listen.
You'll have to.
It's like a conflict of interest thing. We know. And first of all, I've talked to him throughout the years. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
It's just it's more fun if we can. This is what I'm saying is if we can get someone on who's gonna like be like, I don't like, or if you're like a mod on Style Forum, come or like male fashion advice, come on and argue with us. I would love that too.
Yeah.
I want the argument to happen.
Yeah.
So anybody who's going to do that is good.
For the record, I love discourse. I legitimately love discourse. I'm happy, as I've said 100 fucking times. I'm happy to have my mind changed, but I like to debate.
Yeah.
I like the discourse.
So I'm trying to anybody else.
And you know what I like
in a
that you
dream
do?
world, if it was like serious, if I'm being sincere and I could just interview people, I've said it before. I'd like to interview Christophe Lemaire from. And we were talking. Phoebe Philo, Margaret Howell, Ralph Lauren. Maybe slightly younger Ralph Lauren, but I'll take her Ralph Lauren. And who else?
What about
Glenn O'Brien. He's dead, but I would love to interview him. Obviously.
we could bring. What about Tom Ford?
Hell yeah.
I feel like he'd be.
Yeah.
Or Rick Owens.
Yeah.
Mark Jacobs would be.
Yeah. Current Mark J. I want to see if he remembers the time he hit me with a door. And then he asked me for a light.
That's tight.
Oh man. Lookbooks. What makes an awesome lookbook? Who makes the coolest lookbook? I believe the answer is age/body diverse people in their natural environments, which is why I love a kind of guys lookbooks, e.g. AW 14 Turkish Delight.
Okay.
I don't know that particular one, but
I think they're referencing the autumn winter 14 from Kind of Guys.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know it either for the record. For me, this is easy. I've said it multiple times, and I still stand by it. I think in terms of brands we carry, I think Nana Mika does the best lookbook. I think their stylings are my favorite stylings. And although I might not lean towards that type of product anymore, which is like, like the cotton nylon blends, a little more Gorpy-esque, I think the way Nanamika does their lookbooks is really good. Proportionally look good. The models are good. The settings are good. I'm referencing one where it's on like some sort of beach water situation. I love how Nanamika puts her stuff together, and this specifically the stylings. They'll take like risks with stylings to where like they'll maybe like do like a messy ass roll with the sock all fucked up, but like it looks cool.
Yeah.
So Nanamika for me. What do you think, Timbo?
Let's see here. I love Orly in the sense that it's very old fashioned in that it's like the clothes speak for themselves. It's not really about the models, although they're great. It's not really about the setting, although it's usually pretty. But it's everything else is minimal, and then it just allows the clothing and the styling to speak for itself. When I think in my head about the lookbooks, I kind of just imagine just clothes. I don't really think about people or place, which I think is like, if you're doing a good job, you've done a really good job. If you've made me still like remember certain seasons, and you've really not done anything with any sort of specific setting or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then even when they shoot it for the actual lookbook as opposed to just the runway, it just looks like shots that they took candidly right after they got off the runway. And I think that there's something really like powerful and confident about that choice. And I also think the clothes speak well enough on their own that it doesn't need anything. So that would definitely be up there in like recent year stuff. I just think it's got such a specific vision for that brand, and it's always been the same. Like it's never changed in my mind at all, really. And I just really appreciate what they're putting out there and how they're putting it out there. I actually really like, was it Lauren Manoogian? I like their lookbooks because of the heavy draping of like multiple knits. And I just think that everything feels warm and cozy. Actually, in the same way that Aviva, actually, the way they shoot the styling.
Really,
in the
really, really
lookbooks,
good.
It's just the setting. Even when we called in to our meeting, the setting that they had in, I think, Paris for the showroom looked like where they shot everything. It was like heavy wood, felt like it was like a studio, felt very like artsy fartsy and like in such a cool way.
Cool.
And I think that whenever like the setting sort of matches the vibe tonally of the garments, I think that's really cool. So I think that's really good. And then I love anything old Phoebe Philo from anything that she's ever done. I like the minimal, but it's always such a strong statement. I love that stuff too, because it feels like it's like not really about the clothes, but it is. I think that's when you do that well, and most people don't.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
No, that's cool.
I also like anything Bruce Weber has ever shot, even though he's got a checkered past at this point. But the shoots he does are so like sexy, but kind of like Americana and like it reminds. It's like basically what I think we talked about this in the pod, but all those Abercrombie ads were basically just ripping his shit. And he always uses a ton of golden retrievers and everything.
Oh, so cool.
I like the things that he's worked on.
I really think I love that LL Bean catalog you have. Yeah. I love catalogs. I love the U-Line ones.
I love catalogs.
Love
You do love the U-Line ones, dude. You're
Oh,
stoked when they come.
Yeah. We just got some catalogs, like holiday catalogs delivered, and I'm like, this kicks ass. And like, I give like, Gia gets like one from like American Girl doll or whatever.
So cool.
And like, they still connect with it in the same exact way. There's something more visceral about like circling something you want, or it just feels fun.
Shout out CCS.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And CCS.
Yeah.
That's
I think,
like
I
a
think
great
the answer
example.
being like catalog is like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on to the next one. Consumption. I know selling clothes is how Canoe Club makes money, but how have your personal purchasing habits changed over the year? What motivates you to buy in the past versus now, or past and now? And do you use a spreadsheet and mood board, or do you just go by intuition to pick up things that speak to you viscerally? When do you know it's time to let something go? Do you have things that you don't wear often that you still hang on to, and why?
We're gonna have to dissect this one again.
That's a
Let's
lot
just
of
start
questions.
right off the rip.
I know selling clothes and selling Canoe Club makes money. What if I was like, false?
We're actually a laundry.
Yep. We've been laundering money for years. How has your personal purchasing habits changed over the years? Over the
Years. I can tell you now versus 3 years ago, I have 50% less clothes. Like I hardly in the grand scheme of shit, I don't have a lot of clothes compared to, I would say, most of our customers.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of shit. I'm 1 or 2 things out, 1 in at this point, if not 3 things out, 1 in. So to answer that question, I don't purchase all that many things anymore.
I go through different phases, which I think is where it's like there's like a collecting phase and then there's a weeding phase.
Yeah.
And then there's a collecting phase and weeding phase. And I think that's really all it is for me. It's like you just get sick of everything every now and then. And then you got to go, we got to switch this up. And there's things that'll hang around and the rest get moved along. And then you sort of re-put things in the mix. And I will say, like, I think what you're describing is that we've done this long enough that gets kind of that in and out gets less and less bloated.
It's
you know what I mean?
super. It's super like pared down at this point. Like, right now I have a couple of jackets that I'm gonna list to sell, and I'll get an item from it. I don't know. I'm just like not really buying that much clothing because the stuff I have, I like legitimately really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we sort of switched into thinking about more like, like we're talking about earlier, like the coolest stuff is like if you can put a ton of wear onto clothes, that makes it look really cool. That makes it look, I don't know. I feel like that's what I'm working on.
I've been wearing my Boro jacket as my winter coat. So it's now shifted from like this really special thing that I love, which I still really love, to now it is literally my utility jacket. Yeah. If I need to go run an errand to Whole Foods or like do anything and it's semi-chilly, that is like the coat that I grab. That's my winter coat, more or less. And like Timothy said, nothing is cooler than like wearing the stuff you have because it makes me feel good. I'm excited and brings me joy. So
I think the way I'm starting to think about it is like I want to find the one thing that I really love, whatever it is, and then just keep going. How much further down the rabbit hole can I go with this individual type of item?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I only feel like I need one like canvas or twill jacket. So how do I get that down to like the perfect one that I actually wear a ton? I only need one leather jacket. How do I really get the perfect one of those? So it's just kind of like obsessing over like having the perfect for myself classic piece. Yeah. And then just going, what else would be nice to have? Like maybe I want like a trench coat now, or I've been thinking about this one kind of Chesterfield style jacket that I found online that I really like, and being like, well, how can I get like the perfect? I've had a number of those throughout the year. So how do I get the perfect one? Just trying to focus on that. What's the next part of the question? What motivated you to buy in the past versus now?
Yeah,
Buying in the past was a lot of experimentation for me. We're still learning who I was a little bit.
Yes.
And like I'm not saying that I think I'm done with that, but at least I feel a little less motivated by like a new shiny thing. And I don't mean like a trend, but like if I see something that I'm like, ooh, that's cool, I like that, I don't feel as panicky about it. Like, oh, I need to try, I have to do it. You know what I mean? I don't feel as, I can let things come and go,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't feel as motivated around that.
I completely agree. I feel like I used to want to experiment more, but also participate more in trends. I wanted to do that because I felt if I didn't, that I was missing out on a fun thing. And now I really don't feel that way at all. And I don't make any decisions based on that. I don't think I've purchased anything in the last 2 years that like is a flash in the pan kind of thing. I bought Dunks when the Dunks era happened. And I bought a lot of things thinking that I will be this guy and I'll experiment, only to have it for 4 or 5 months and then immediately sell it off to replace it with something that I'm going to wear. So yeah, what motivated me to buy more in the past would have been participating in experimentation, like you said, but I'm just not doing that. So
do you use spreadsheets or mood boards, or just go by by intuition and pick up things that speak to you? I don't know what the end is because
that speak to you viscerally.
I totally understand where this person is coming from asking this, and I don't want to be like, I've never done that stuff. Because I've always worked in it, I never needed to do this. That's like part of the job.
Yeah.
So
fair.
I see and touch way more product than any person that would be listening to this, I would imagine, unless they work in the industry. Yeah. So I don't really feel the need to do that. So I respect it. And I think that if I didn't work in it, I would be more obsessive and have more fun with that kind of thing.
I think about this all the time. Yeah.
But because I work in it, I just don't need to scratch that itch in my free time. So I don't do it. Mm-hmm. That being said, like everything I do is like, it's just like watching movies or old music videos or seeing bands and stuff, or like going to shows. I see like what people are doing and things like that. And I'm like, God, that's so cool. Like I saw that band Mama play, and the way this girl had jeans on with boots I haven't seen it like done the way she was doing it. And I was like, God damn, that's cool. And I'm like, now I get spinning on like, I need like this kind of pant to make that look work.
Yeah.
So I think it's more like real life stuff. So I guess kind of intuition, kind of just logging weird real life things I see.
Yeah, like there's a dude in the Discord that just said a week or two ago, and shout out you, my boy. that he just got his 400th wear, if I remember correctly, on his blue Engineered Garments Canoe Club jacket.
Wow, Logan wears is
And
nuts, but cool.
Yeah.
My first thought was like, holy shit, if I were to log things I did, it would stress me out to no end.
Yeah.
I don't have an eloquent, and when you were talking, I was trying to think like, how would I explain this? But it stresses me out to think that you're recording things in your life.
Mm-hmm.
While I do hope that if we're living in a simulation, I can look back on stats just out of pure information one day in whatever room
Buddy, we're going to be able to ask ChatGPT. We've put more of our lives onto a microphone at this point
Yeah.
than most. We'll be
God.
able to log those stats, I think, no problem.
I would
soon.
like to know how many apples have I eaten in my life? How many times did I wear XYZ? But I can't do that. The person that I am, I cannot do that. I think when I say this, I'm not knocking other people for doing it, but the way that I approach it is if everything in your life is regimented and like logged and it takes any like nuance or freedom from being just a human that has thoughts in the moment and wants to act on them. And so while I'm not saying that's fact, I'm just saying that's how I approach it. So I cannot log spreadsheet, mood board. I don't do any of that. If I like something, I've said I'm influenced by my peers, so I might see something in a Discord or see something styled in a lookbook or a show certainly, and I'll be influenced by that, and then I'll run it through my filter of what does this really.
The filter
fit
is he
XYZ.
spins out and talks about it for 1 year.
I will talk at you,
Yeah.
and I will need to just talk it through. Most of the time, it's me talking through my own thoughts, but no, so I don't do any of that. I just pick things up that speak to me and that I think will bring me joy and will make me happy on the days that I put it on. So,
When do you know when something's got to let something go?
I have a not super specific way, but I think you'll understand what I'm saying. When I'm getting ready in the morning and I'm looking through my closet, I might say, you know what? Oh, I haven't worn this jacket in a while. I'll put the jacket on. I'll be like, oh, I don't like it, but I haven't worn it in a while. And if it's sitting in my closet, taking up space, it needs to have value. I need to wear it. So I will wear it. I'll feel like shitting it all day. That's it.
It's pretty much the same. Yeah, pretty much the same. I want there to be more to talk about, but that's pretty much what I do.
Yeah. If there's something in my closet that is not getting wear, and then on the next thing, do I still hang on to it? I'm totally fine for objects to be objects. And if it's not bringing me joy being worn, very few things bring me joy to sit in a closet and take up space and add to my anxieties. So
It's when I stop caring about it, basically. You know what I mean? Like, because I like to own things, and just even if I'm not actively wearing them, I'm just like, oh, I love that thing.
there's a few things that are like that for me,
I
for
just
sure.
like that it's there. You know, if I ever need it, or just because I want it in there. And when at some point I go, I don't care about that anymore.
Yeah.
That's
And
the-
you'll just
it's a
know,
no.
and then you
It's-
just move on
it's
from
I
it.
don't think about it that much.
And like, for instance, like,
Or it's because you want something new. And you're-
Exactly.
And then you go, I really want this thing. I'd be willing to sacrifice X for it.
it's
So,
just a
yeah.
checks and balances thing, and what will make you happier in the long run.
Yeah.
You know, I had that black Canoe Club Orslow collab chore coat. The first one, or like the first coat we did with that, the stonewashed one. I wanted to size up to a 5, couldn't find a 5, so I'm gonna hold the 4. I'd put it on, I'd wear it here. Sleeves were short, felt like shit. But I was like, but I like this thing, I want to have it. And then Alec loves it. I sold it to Al. He wears it all the time. It's like his favorite jacket. He wears it to events and things. Makes me happy because 1, the jacket's being worn. 2, Alec feels good and is happy about it. And otherwise it was sitting in my closet doing nothing. Then the only thing I was netting from it was worried about not wearing a jacket, which like, who fucking cares? There's other things going on in the world, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Okay. You have things that you don't wear often that you still hang on to. We answered that. Yes.
Yeah.
A handful
Not a lot,
of
but
things
yeah.
that I just like or have some nostalgic connection to. So it sits there, or I think I'll give it to my kid one day or something. I don't know.
Objects I don't really get rid of.
Yeah.
Clothes I will.
Okay.
Objects I'll just find a way to put them somewhere.
I really mean this. I have like 5 total objects even in my life that if something burned down, I would give a shit about. It might be less. I really don't care. I am excited at the opportunity to start over. So
Yeah.
I don't care at all.
No, I have a
First-
couple things. I have a photo of me and my grandma.
Yeah, like
And
yeah,
I have
that's
like
the
a
kind of stuff
couple
I'm
things
talking
like
about.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have my Finnish family when they moved to the U.S. They moved to Ypsilanti, Michigan, and it's like a bunch of photos of them like posing, and like they would like take photos at funerals, like with the body and shit. So it's like a bunch of weird old dark photos and like a weird hand-bound book. That's cool.
got a
I'd like
bunch
to
of
have
those,
that.
too.
You know what I
Sick.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I don't even, it's like a couple rings that I have from my grandparents, and that might be it.
Yeah.
Everything else, even if I'm really talking about sentimental value, like the finances of things don't matter, then that would be the only, that and obviously any heartbeats that are in the house are going. But outside of that, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Move to the next one. What do we got?
Are you dressing for? Who are you dressing for, and what are you trying to communicate with the way you dress? Or are you just trying to put that shit on?
I'm dressing for myself, and I'm not even trying to sound like
Like
too
Kanye.
cool for school. If I were to dress for somebody else, I'd be uncomfortable in it, and I'd feel like shit. So, I'm dressing for myself. I'm influenced by my peers, and as I said, shows, etc., things I take in, and I want to feel good in what I wear, and that's what I'm going to do.
I notoriously live in a fantasy world, and especially according to Abby. And part of this is like when I see movies, I want to exist in that movie. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to be a main character. I just want to be like you see, like when Harry Met Sally, I want to be like an extra in the museum. Do you know what I mean? And so I want to be able to fit in the places that you want to go, if that makes sense, even if I'm not going there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like this kind of made up. It's for myself at the end of the day, because it's obviously just made up. But like that's really what it is. I'm just trying to like make it look like something I've made up in my head. You know what I mean? So it's for me, but it's like I'm in third person. You know what I mean? Doing it to myself.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'd go, oh, I like that. I like all those things together. Those things remind me of X, Y, or Z.
It's like after we watched Perfect Days, and you're like, oh, I love his situation. He's got his uniform for work. He has his uniform for when he's going to go have a beer. That's it.
And he
it's
exists
just
in that
simple.
world so fluidly.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
so
like
cool.
that.
It's so cool.
And in my dream world, everyone would look in that same aesthetic, and then the world would be prettier. That's what I think is pretty about those pictures. Like you see pictures of people in the 1960s, and I don't care about the dressing up, but what I like is everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
It's not like there's one guy in sports clothes and one guy. It's like, everyone looks
The same.
together.
Yeah,
It's nice. It makes the
Intentional,
world look nice.
presenting themselves in
Yeah.
a certain way. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so I like that. I wish everyone kind of had that same care. And I don't care what it is. It's just there's a lack of, and I'm really glad there's all this self-expression in the world now, but everything's so herky-jerky. I do sort of like pine for, even not necessarily like certain decades read more to me than others fashion-wise, but I like that there was a little bit more of this kind of homogenous style that existed in a cool way.
Yeah. Because
Everything had a place.
If you're the most unique person in every room you walk in, you might not be, because everybody.
It's just too. And then it kind of it's the Jackson Pollock painting.
You don't need to be a billboard everywhere you go for your ideas or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Got it.
Cole, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why are you holding a microfiber towel with the mic? Did you get shocked?
No, it's because this mic is so goddamn noisy, and I don't want to
Oh,
interrupt that. So I'm having a little muffling.
Well, because remember when you shocked yourself with the outlet thing,
Oh God,
with the lighting over
dude,
here?
I've shocked myself too many times this past couple of months,
dude.
That's why I shouldn't be an electrician, I guess. Coming soon. What item on the coming soon page that you would get for each other?
Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
I'll look it up with you real quick.
You want me to do just mine? I show it to you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Here, I'll look one up right now. This is as of a certain day, so this will have changed. But I would imagine the new arrivals would still be the new.
Yeah.
Like they're still in there somewhere.
This is as of November 6th.
Okay, buying something for Cheddar. Am I trying to push him out of his comfort zone, or am I just putting him in something I think he'll like?
Whatever you want to do. I can riff on Timbo. I love your idea with the movie stuff and like living in the world, and it made me think of when we did the interview with Ray with Ray.
Yeah,
and I love when he was talking about like making the engineer boot from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and I'm like, that kind of like maybe way of like a designer or an artist sees the world. I think is so cool to be like getting so inspired or so creative and passionate about other people's passion that then goes into all these and it morphs and, which is like what we're living in. That's like all clothing that we're selling now. But I just think it's cool, like what you said, because I'm like, I totally get that. I get that with music where you like, hear something and
Yep.
then you're like, dude, that's just so cool. And like, I want to mix that with this. And then, you get,
It's
fucking
like
crazy shit.
it's like existing in a world that I want to exist, not the world I necessarily live in.
Mhm.
So, and that's fun to me.
No, totally.
Okay.
I already know what I'm gonna get you.
Okay, you go first then. I'm still looking. I think I kind of know, but you go ahead.
I might walk it back, but I had the thought. I know you guys got the Breville. I'd get you one of those little cherry copitas from Danny D's.
Oh, okay.
That's something cute that would get use. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's where my mind goes. Especially if I were to get something from you, I ain't buying you clothes, man. You can buy the clothes you want yourself. You know what I mean?
That's the last thing I want is people buying me clothes.
Exactly. So that was my thing. Like my
That's
first
nice.
thought was like I'd buy you a CDG scent, but we get the scents we want for ourselves because we've been carrying it for so long. There's no scents you want that you don't have.
Buddy, I'm having to like redo my entire bathroom because of the amount of scents I currently own.
I have so many that they're now on multiple levels of this little bookshelf in multiple nooks and crannies. Yeah.
I don't need scent from now until infinity.
Yeah.
Right, I got two options. One, I would love to get you in a guest in residence sweater. I would just love to.
I
I
would
would
like
love
to
to
too,
get
yeah.
you in cashmere.
Yeah.
I think that would
Yeah.
really change your. Even though you have to be careful with it, which I know stresses you out a little bit. I think this is great for you. Number two, that is a little slept on. I've noticed lately is the Lady White sleep set.
I was hoping you'd say that,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
actually my first one. I
Yeah,
saw it and I was
yeah.
like, that's it. I know he'd like it. I know it'd be a big
man.
upgrade for freaky ass shit you're in now.
Yeah.
And I think that would be good.
I think that's awesome. I think that's on that point. Have you tried it on, Cole?
No, I want to.
Have you seen it out of the package or anything?
I'm
I haven't
scared.
even
Out of
felt
the
it
pack-
here.
I
I'm gonna
helped
buy
really
it if
set
I
it up.
try
So
it.
I've seen it out of the package. Yeah,
Sick.
it's cool. Yeah.
Oh,
That thing's dope.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. So that's awesome. What do you think? Did you like the cherry copita? Or would you rather something else in that
I
vein?
like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I just think they're so cute. The copita would be for a little coffee.
I was wondering
Right?
if it's too small. You
You
could
could
do
put
just
like a
espresso.
shot. Maybe
You
the
could do
co-
espresso.
Yeah,
only.
just a spro cup, so to
Yeah.
speak. Okay.
I might need a slightly bigger. Do they have like there's a medium one.
There's
There's the tumblers, which are the big boys.
What's the one in
there's
between?
one
the-
in between.
It's like a wine cup.
It's the wine cup.
Yeah,
I'd
that
get you
might
one
be
of
good 'cause
those.
I can
I'd
do
get you one of those.
Americano in that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah.
either way, it still works, function the same. I
Something
have
like that.
I have really nice handmade ceramics I bought from a girl that works at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And those are what I use for the espresso. And
Oh,
they
sick.
just always stay by the machine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
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 I need to show you. My buddy Nico sent me and Mishan a couple espresso cups and a couple handmade bowls.
That he made?
He got into ceramics heavy.
Yeah.
And then kind of just like walked away. Last I talked to him, he wasn't doing it. So then he just kind of like walked away from it. But I need to show you.
Oh.
These are like legitimately really fucking
Buddy,
good.
the amount of what are those things called? The ovens?
Ramekins?
What you make pottery in?
Kilns?
Kiln. The
Oh,
amount of
kiln,
kilns I've
yeah.
saved in my Facebook marketplace, buddy,
Yeah.
is unreal. The second I have the space, I'm gonna have a lot of
Did you
dumb
take a
shit.
class yet?
I used to do it when I was younger. I haven't done it as an adult.
But weren't you planning to
I signed
take a
up
class?
for one, and then I got booted because of the time because I was like a floater on it.
Oh,
you know what I
sure.
mean? Anyway, because I came in late, and then I forgot on the second sign. I keep messing it
Yeah.
up. Plus, it's always on like Thursdays. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I
and
agree.
it's like the worst day for me. So I just haven't been able to do it.
The one out by us is by that bakery that I was telling about with the one
Yeah.
fella. And that's the thing. It's like Thursdays at 6:15 or something.
What I have in my head,
It's
what I want to
tough.
do is I want to make tiles because I think it's pretty easy. I've
yeah,
heard you
fuck
can
yeah.
actually do it at home a little bit, but I want to make tiles so I can make like extensively like art pieces. Very cool dog.
Like
Whatever the
mosaics?
hell that is.
Yeah, that's
Akita.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Man, that's a cool dog. I want that. I want to make like bigger like pieces out of like tiles. So you have to keep making the tiles to make big.
Yeah, like mosaics?
Mosaic
Yeah.
more or less, but
Yeah.
like
They kind of
little-
like connect though a little bit
yeah,
more.
a little bit more. Not
Like
quite
intention with the shape of the
less
tiles?
intention, if that
Okay,
makes sense.
I got
you know
you.
what I mean?
Sure,
Like,
sure,
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Like
Cool.
a little bit more hodgepodge. In a
Damn.
That sounds awesome, dude.
but I need all this stuff, and I also need a lot more time than I have. So
Because I was gonna say I could see you signing yourself for the class and just not telling me, like having done
yeah,
it. And
I
just
don't
not
know why I would tell you. I would just do it.
Yeah, I know.
But what do you need to know for? What do you need to know what I'm doing on a Thursday?
I need to.
Oh,
No.
man.
I would
definitely
like to
not
take
gonna
a
tell you.
ceramics class though. I'm still interested in ceramics. It sounds fun.
Why don't you come with me?
Let's do it, dude.
I know you're
Let's
not going to
sign
do
up.
it unless I'll handcuff you to me, so you go.
I would
Dude,
no.
You'll be good at it too. That'll be the annoying part.
I'm interested in it. Yeah.
Okay, let's try to muscle through this because we only got 3 more, and I'm sure we're over time.
We're getting there. Behind the scenes, would you ever be interested in making more video content about what it's like behind the scenes to run Canoe Club?
I'm thinking about Will Lassery's popular Glass Factory series on YouTube, where he'll tour and talk with the owner, e.g., a Portuguese knitwear factory. That's a different part of the supply chain, but getting a very behind-the-scene POV of what it looks like from the retailer side would be super exciting. I suppose this would be primarily on planning/buying and fulfilling parts, though I would wonder what else you guys would see as big parts of running the business besides customer service, support, media, and hiring.
I mean, I think that like, yes, this would be fun. This would require an entire team that did nothing else but document this thing. And I'm not sure we're interesting enough all the time. I think it would be a lot of like,
Laughing.
Me asking about lunch again.
to be fair, like, I do think that stuff's all fun. If you had a team that was literally filming you nonstop and editing it, you know, I'm sure there would be some funny bits in there and stuff like that. I think we'd also probably be a little bit more on our P's and Q's if someone was putting a camera in our face all the time.
We would probably.
But I do think there's like fun elements to it. I just think that like, I don't know how we'd have to do it for a long time and then put it together as like a one-time. I don't know if like day to day. I mean, I think that generally the stuff that goes into it. The differences are all these like subtle things that we change throughout the years, and I just don't know if this would be. It would probably be an interesting show if you had somebody interesting make it. You know what I mean? But
the problem is there's so many like intangibles in our daily. Like you could sit with me and watch me do an import on UPS import control. But like all you're gonna see me is melting down and doing a bunch of math and like writing down a bunch of information.
The fact that like we had to like learn how to do that, and then like Chase has taken it. Obviously, that's his part of his role. But like that was at a time where neither of us really knew how to do it, and we were just like working through it.
Yeah,
you know, just to see if we can even do it. So there's like these like little breakthrough moments, but there's like these little breakthrough ideas. That then, if you edit it out like a year, and then just put us figuring it out, it would be interesting. But there's like it takes a while to like learn this stuff or teach yourself.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know,
like you said, if it's filmed over a long period of time and edited together, I think there's interesting nuggets. Our process for getting product through the garage door, unpacked onto the table, received into our system, tagged, pulled for photo, pulled for store run, backstocked, and then communicating all of that to all the parties that need to know it. That's something that we've handled from January 1 to now, that like even this January, it was like, fuck, I'm not really sure what happens in the next part of the process, but now we fucking dialed it. So maybe if you were able to see conversations we had 1 year ago about that, and then be able to see nuggets of information, but like it's a little hard to like communicate. But I understand what the question is asking, and I think that specific aspects of the question would be legitimately very, very, very fun and fulfilling for me. I would love to go tour factories. I would love to be able to ask people, hey, when you're doing this, how do you set, like, you know, I don't know. I'd love to see a fabric being milled, as we talked about earlier in this episode. I'd love to know, okay, this loom, like, fuck it, I want to see front to back. You know what I mean? Cool. That interests me for sure. So that, yes. Some of the more minutia-esque work that's being done here, I don't think would translate well to content. So
it's like the reality is I don't know how you put it together, because like a lot of it will be like us while we're doing something else kicking around an idea, like I don't know what it would be, but it'd be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if this existed? You know what I mean? And then you'd be like, yeah, but I don't know, blah blah blah. And then like weeks will go by, and then I'll text you like, hey, remind me to say something to you tomorrow. And then I'll be like, hey, what if it's like this? And I'll be like, yeah, I think. And then we'll usually get Alec involved. Like, can you make that happen online? And then we start, and then usually Abby gets involved. It's like, it's that kind of stuff. It's like one little thing that gets kicked around a while until it makes sense. And then we see if we can like ramrod it through.
Yeah.
And then, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that stuff's fun.
It makes us feel good because we like to work, we like to problem solve, and we like each other.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that would translate to content, and I know I'm kind of stuck on what the question is. But yeah, I mean, I would love to show internal wins.
Yeah.
I'm proud of us, and I'm proud of everybody here. So yes, it's maybe just hard to nail down how and what you do.
I think the difference is because we do the podcast kind of does this inadvertently, and I think that the only difference is we do this as like a form of entertainment, so we have to be like attempting to be entertaining, and then a lot of the times that we'd be talking about, it's not that like you can see the fulfillment like during Black Friday, but it's a lot of nobody talking and then getting intense with each other now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really what it is. I mean, it's not. I don't think you'd want to watch it. It's a lot of like, that for a minute. And then going,
You said to do this, and So it's all good.
we're flowing. It's just like that.
Yeah.
It's dumb shit. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's like interesting day to day, maybe as like a sum total, but
Maybe
it
they'd like
feels
to
very
see us
arrogant
get. Maybe like to see us get bucked to back in the New York groove when we get rolling. So
yeah, there's like these little eccentricities that it might be funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's but we do so much of this that it's like you're kind of seeing it. We just take out the boring parts because I see the next question's about like Bob.
Yeah.
Where everyone there's no mysteries. I don't think at this point that you're not seeing. I mean, he's not in as much stuff, but he's not around as frequently, so he's in and out. But we try to include everybody that we do. Everyone's making content for us in some way, shape, or form at this point. And that was the whole that's like, yeah, if you could have filmed us talking about basically what this question is of being like, how can we make this more out there? You know what I mean? Because this is like the fun and unique part is not like the serious stuff that we post online all the time. It's that like we all get along and like each other and our friends and our, and like the same stuff. And I assumed that reality is that if you're at home consuming this stuff alone and you don't have a big community of people who also like this, you're like, man, I just wish I could be part of that. And it's like, you can be. Yeah, we can just open the door. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's nothing really that's like being like kept from anyone. You know what I mean?
No. And I mean, like,
you're seeing it for the most
you're
part.
seeing it. And like, even just today, like we're really like a DIY centric crew, and I hope that we never lose that essence, and I don't think we will because it's important to you and I. It's important like in terms of how we've always tackled the podcast and how we just wanted to take the things that happen in the store and put it on the website. So we all want to just get it done with the resources we have. And that's fun. Like this morning we did a thing for a video we're shooting for Black Friday, and you guys will see it, and it was like, if I said it out loud, you'd be like, that's really strange, but it was fun. You know what I mean? So
I think that even thinking about the next question being about my business partner, or what do they say, co-owner or whatever, that he's the other one that you've probably seen in videos here and there. We've had him on the pod, but he's probably overdue for another episode when he's back around. But it's like the stuff that I wouldn't want to be seen, if I'm being transparent, like as transparent as I can be, is there's a lot of hard stuff that goes into this too. I mean, this is really hard on everybody. You know what I mean? Like this job asks a lot of people. And I don't mean a lot just working wise, because we work really hard to work from in our hours, you know what I mean? But we also all really want different things, and we all want it to move forward, and we all care about what we're doing. And everyone's kind of put their own personal stuff into so much of it that it really matters. And it matters that everyone's getting better and being a team, and those dynamics are hard to keep the same all the time. Sometimes somebody does get unhappy, or sometimes something isn't fitting right or working right, or sometimes there's weird stuff with vendors that's really hard to navigate because you want to just be friends with everybody, and that's not the way businesses can run all the time. And you and I have had several serious conversations with each other about trying to be better or trying to do this thing, or we feel like we're letting each other down in some way. And the same thing goes with me and Bob, for example. We've had a lot of very emotional conversations because we really care about this thing, and that stuff I don't want to put out there. I think we put as much as we want out there. That stuff I wouldn't want out there in any way, because it's like, it's hard. You know
I was going to say, like,
it's serious to us.
Yeah, it's hard because it's both fun and we get to do this, and that's fun and that's all cool. But like, this is our job. So when you go to your job and you're there for 40 hours and you're getting paid to do something, we also are doing that. And so in addition to this stuff, there's actual like work that has to be done. And like I said, like importing shit from UPS, the amount of times that I've done it to then do it and do it and do it again over days is I've spent hundreds of hours.
The amount of ugly meltdowns we've all had here.
Full on meltdowns, losing your breath and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't trade it. So
everyone that's worked out here long term, it comes down to one thing: they're very passionate about what we're doing and about what they do and their contribution to things, and that makes things difficult sometimes.
Yeah, because there'll be times where I'll be like, volleying for something where it's like, well, from my perspective, this is how we can best serve the people that I'm responsible for. And you'll be like, I hear you and I don't disagree with that.
Business-wise, it doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
And
so
there's these things
so
that,
much.
It's really tricky. And it's hard to be, we are good at it. Bob and I are actually really good at it too. I think actually everyone that really has worked out here long term is good at this.
Take it on the chin.
We can get intense with each other. It has nothing to do with being mad. I'm not ever going to be mad at somebody here. I can't imagine like being mad. And as long as you're riding the same wave as me. And I think luckily we all ride the same wave, and we're all pretty good about being like candid with each other and stuff when we need to be candid. And it's fun. But I also think that that's the kind of stuff that's for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe I wouldn't want that. Everything else about it sounds good. All right, can we go to the last one? I need a break.
Yeah, I mean we're basically out of time right now, but I think this will be an easy one. Best patterns: is it the Type 2 denim jacket? Is it the Eisenhower jacket? Or is it the Bala Macan?
Single best like pattern that exists?
It's Type 2 denim jacket.
Type 2 for you?
I can't think of something more wearable than a Type 2 denim jacket. Front to back, summertime, wintertime, mid layer, outer layer, under a hoodie, with a t-shirt. It's the single most thing. And I would have said that if it wasn't prompted to.
Yeah.
What's the best clothing pattern in a Type 2 denim jacket?
Any material too? Any textile?
I'm talking denim, but you can interpolate that with literally any textile, and my answer would remain the same.
Mine would be... It'd be either one of two things. Either late 70s, early 80s 505. It's a perfect pattern of jean to me.
Yeah.
Or like whatever t-shirt I like right now. Because I think when you get like a perfect t-shirt, that is a real game changer.
Yeah.
On all levels. Like it looks great alone, looks great with stuff under it. I think it's like the basis for everything I do. Like those two things are sort of the base layer for everything that I do. So I feel like those, when the ones that I've locked into at this point, that's for me, that would be it. If I had to pick a jacket, 2-button blazer. I love a 2-button blazer.
He loves that shit.
Yeah.
So guys, that's that. That wraps up questions around what did we title this?
This is just pod questions. Yeah.
Pod questions. We did hot takes.
We got one more. We got personal rules. So this is like personal fashion rules that we've talked about.
Yeah, and we're not going to get into this, trust me, but for instance, I don't know if I've said this on the pod or if somebody just also agrees with me verbatim, but if you can't button the top button on a shirt, the shirt don't fit, kind of thing. So you know what I mean?
Or my German Shepherd colors.
German Shepherd
colors. It's like the constraints and the things that you use to sort of figure out your style.
Like if I had to hop a fence in the outfit, could I? Which honestly does communicate exactly what I'm. The way that I dress. So
like a barbed wire fence or like a.
I'm talking
chain link fan.
Think of the most regular chain link fence in someone's backyard.
Okay.
And you were running from somebody and you had to hop a fence.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's constricting him in this way,
then I can't wear it.
It's really about, does he feel constricted in it? It's not about is it.
Can he do it?
No, that'd be that's a succinct way of putting it.
Because you couldn't put him in in a Viore top and bottom. That would be a different sensory issue for him.
I'd move spry like a baby deer, but I'd be going through it while doing so.
Your general, how remember the game 1080 snowboard game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember how their clothes fit them and it moved like this on them? That's what I picture in my head.
Yeah.
It's like the clothes are bouncing and moving all the time because there's a lot of volume.
The fishtail that I have, that vintage fishtail, sensory wise, it's perfect.
Sensory wise.
It all comes back to that, baby.
Shout out my sensory kings.
Yeah. Everybody out there gets it.
Sweet.
This was fun. We will have another one, maybe two with the personal rules, and so we'll be back. Maybe not today because it is literally like midnight
getting
in
dark.
Here.
Yeah, it's dark.
I think maybe we get to cleaning. We maybe start unpacking these boxes, and we set ourselves up for success for tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Sweet.
Thank you for being here. We'll talk to you soon. From 420 Cheddar, Ashtabula, we're out.
Go.